joining us today. My name is Dr. Tim Liptrap, and I'll be your instructor for this social media marketing class here at Asnatuck Community College. Throughout the class, we're going to be using videos similar to this one, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to get us started and show you around the course. Once again, thanks for joining us, and give me a minute while I turn on the computer.
And we're back. I'd like to take a few moments of your time and show you how to use the course and how it's designed. Now, as you are coming into an online course, maybe this is your second, third, fourth, fifth, or maybe this is your first time. Every online course is a little different. The way this course is designed is we set it up with an announcement page right on the front. Now over here you will see a getting started. You'll see a start. I'm going to move it up here. We're going to be a start here button where this video is going to be located. You're going to have an announcement button on the left hand side. You have your messages, your syllabi, your learning modules, your homework, testing quizzes, discussions, and then you're able to see my grades. You'll also be able to see a button called support and resources. That's for help. The buttons below, those are my buttons, and that's how I help administer the course from there. So why don't we get started and talk about how the course is designed to begin with. The course is designed in learning modules. As you can see as I open this up, there is a learning module number 1, a learning module number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so forth. As you click on the learning module, you will see what is due for that week. So learning module number 1 is essentially the first week, and you can see it says August 29th through September 6th. And the way I design my particular course is I put my objectives up top, tell you what we're looking to accomplish. I'll put my content in the middle, kind of what I'd like you to watch and read. Then I'll put links to the various things, such as you might see readings and homework or discussion questions. You might see a quiz. You might see other materials that are linked in there. So the learning module is where we're going to be each week. So once we're finished learning module 1, I do leave it open so you can always go back to it and see the videos and content. But then you will see learning module 2 appear, learning module 3, 4, 5, etc., all the way through to the end of the course. So that's where we're going to start our process in learning module number 1. As you are getting going, we have other buttons here as well. We have the syllabi button. If you click on the syllabus, you have two things that you can look at. One is the PDF version of the syllabi, and then you also have the video link button, so you can actually watch me or listen to me review the syllabus with you and go over the materials. So the course syllabi will always be found in the syllabus button. You have a homework button, a testing quiz button, discussion buttons, and my grades. So why don't we start off and head over to the discussion area first. Then as we are doing this, each module, you'll see learning module number 1, you can't see these, learning module 2, 3, 4, etc. These are the learning modules. These are for the discussion area. So here is the kind of the description on what I'm looking for in regards to rules of thumbs for the learning module. So please just kind of read through this. This tells you what I'm kind of looking for. Then inside each learning module, when you click on it, this discussion area, you will have anywhere between 1 essentially to 5 discussion questions based upon the content of the week. What we see is how much work it is. So let's start off and click on one of these. You come in here and you'll see the question that I'm posing. And it could be something from the readings about one of the videos. It could be from your textbook, whatnot. And then what I'm looking for you to do is I'm looking for you to answer this particular question by Friday of that week, of that module's week. So you answer it by Friday of that module week. Then, once everybody is in, or most people are in by Friday, sometime before that, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, but before midnight on Tuesday, I'd like you to reply to another student in order to keep the discussion going. What we do is we grade you on each one of these, and then we add them up at the end of the course. So if you want to see how much they're worth, you can go back to the syllabi and you can see how that works. But I think very important is to show you how we're going to grade you in this particular area. So let me show you this. Let me get over to what we call the rubrics page. I have 2 primary rubrics in this particular area. So one is the discussion question rubric and one is class participation. So let's take a look at the rubric. So the rubric for discussions looks like this, and you'll be able to see how you're graded. The primary post, This is what you post the first time, your initial post, that's against a timeline, and then your response post. So there's 3 categories I'm grading you on. What I'd like you to do is to answer the question fully and weave the class readings, articles, or supportive material into the discussion of the subject. That's for 4 points. I'd like you, if for 3 points, I would like you to answer the question fully, but if you're not using supportive material in the discussion of the subject, you'll get 3. So if you're not addressing something that we've done in the chapter, one of the readings, one of the videos, you get dinged a little bit on that. A posting that does not answer the questions fully, and obviously that is not using any supportive material, that just doesn't answer the questions, gets 2. Or a simple me too comment in response to my question. And if you're not showing any degree of reflection by the student, then you get 1 point, and if you don't do it, it's a 0. Now your initial response needs to be done on or before Friday night of that week. So that's worth 4 points just for the timing. 3 points if you do it before Saturday night, 2 points before Sunday night, and 1 point if you do it on Monday or Tuesday. And you get 0 points if you don't do it on the date. Then you need a substantive post, a response post. And if you give me a substance response post to one of the students, that's worth 4 points. If you build upon the idea of the participant's post but not substantive, and again that's subjective to my point of view, that's 3 points. Single posting that does not interact with incorporate others participants' posts, that's 2 points. A simple me too comment, generally you see that with me too, and you give me about a line of text, that generally will give you a 1 pointer. And if you don't respond at all, that's 0 points. Now these do add up. And so keep in mind that this is part of the class discussion. This is a substantial part of the course. The other rubric that we use while we're here is we have the class participation rubric. Let's head back to this. Each week, I look at your class participation. I have a little computer system that allows me to log in, a report that I run, and you get 3 points if you visit multiple times during the week and participate in course discussions. You do what I ask. You come in by Friday night, you respond by Tuesday night, you're going to get 3 points, no questions asked. You get 2 points if you visit the class on Tuesday, the last day, which kind of defeats the purpose of allowing people to respond back to your posts. And you may have answered the discussion questions only on Tuesday. You say, hey, that's when it's due. Well, yeah, you're only going to get 2 points. Now, here's the other one. If you visit the class multiple times during the week, but do not participate in any course discussion, if you're lurking, you get 1 point. And if you don't come to the class at all during that week, you get 0 points. So discussion questions have their own point value, but also there is a class participation point associated to those as well. So let's move on to the next piece. What we just covered, we've talked about learning modules already. We've talked about the discussion questions and how we're going to grade you. We talked about your class participation. We talked about the syllabi. Let's talk about homework. This is where you'd find your homework. Now you can get to the homework buttons by the link also in the learning module. So when you're ready to go, so here's your homework assignment. You click on it. So watch, I'm just going to click on it. And then in here, it gives you a little bit of time. It says Tuesday, September 6th. It tells you when it's due. All my homeworks are due at 11:59 p.m. on Tuesday. 100 points to do. What I'd like you to do is I would like you to upload your file. So that's what I'm looking for you to do. Type it and bring it over to a Word document, then upload your file, and you can answer the question. Now you will get 1 or 2 homework assignments each week that is different than the discussion questions and the readings, everything else in the reading quizzes. That's what you will get homework assignments, and this is where you'll find it. So please upload them, do your own work, whatnot. So in the online class, we also have testing quizzes. For the most part, you're going to find that there's a reading quiz associated to the textbook. So it will say F16, Fall 16, Module 2 reading quiz. Then you'll see Module 3, Module 4, Module 5, etc. When you click on this quiz, you have 1 hour to take the reading quiz, but you can take it as many times as you would like. Let me repeat that. You can take it as many times as you want, and what I do is I accept the highest grade each time. And that is due on Tuesday, 11:59 p.m. of that week. So you can get started on this. You can take it as many times as you want. There shouldn't be any issues with that. Now, as I headed back, I just hit the back button here to the reading quiz, the main tab. You will also find your final exam, your midterm exam right in here as well. So you will be able to click on My Grades. Now, I can't do it because I'm the teacher point of view, and it doesn't allow me to show you. You can't. There's no grades associated to me. It says my role doesn't have personal grades because I'm in the instructor role. But when you click on this, as we get moving, you'll start to see your grades. And I do keep a running total so you know your grade at any one given point in the class. So you can look at it and see where you stand. Okay. So here's the next piece, is the messaging button. If you'd like to get a hold of me, all you need to do is just come in here, hit Create Message, pull it down, and you hit me. Now, my suggestion to you, I prefer that if it's something that's personal about your grades, or you're having problems with something, maybe something's not opening for you or it's not working, just send me an email. Don't hit reply all to everybody. They don't want to see it. They don't want to be a part of it. Just send it to me and I will respond directly. Now, for the most part, I respond once or twice a day. I'm online, but there's a chance that if you're a late night worker and you might miss me. And so I might get off at 9:30, 10 o'clock if I'm working late, but you come on at 11. There's a chance that I'm not there answering the question. And I'm going to be honest with you, this is not tied to my cell phone. This is tied to my home computer or my work computer. I will answer it when I pick it up the next day. So if you don't hear back from me in 3, 4, 5 hours, don't worry. It's just that I haven't done it. I do respond to all messages. If it is a weekend, I may be out with my children. I may be doing events. I may be doing some other things. So please, on the weekends, you might see me coming back to you on Monday or Sunday night answering the emails. Okay. By all means, if you have any questions, feel free to do that. In the syllabus is my cell phone number. You can always text me. Just make sure you tell me who you are so I know which class you're in, and I'll go from there. Okay. This is the beginning of the course. This is how it works. Each week is very simple. We want to get you started, so head off to the discussion area and get started answering questions. Thanks for joining us. I hope you have a great time in this class. It's a lot of fun. If you're kind of questioning if this is a little too much work or if this is not the right thing for it, stick with this class, because you will see this class, and when it starts opening up and starts running in full, how much fun it actually is, especially with all the content we're using, because we are using social media marketing, and that is current to date. Everything is new. Everything is fresh every semester. So thanks for being a part of us. If you have any questions, send me a quick message. See you in the class.